everybody. My name is Pepsy. I'm here at Baker's Bodega Express with two really famous little, I'm trying to squid it. We have Joyce, and then we have Black Magic. I'm going to step aside and let Joyce do her talking, and then I'll come back and I'll continue the intro. Okay.
Hey guys, I am Joyce Marcellus. I'm owner of Toxic Sweet Shop. I'm here at Baker's Bodega Express in Baldwin Park, and we're here with Nikki. She's going to be doing a demo on cookies using poppy paint, and I'm just here to promote the Cake Bar Cake Show, okay? Baker's Bodega Express is coming to the cake show. They are our elite vendor. We're going to have some awesome products, show pricing, and if you guys haven't seen, Laura is going to be teaching Gelatina class. If you guys want to sign up, go to thecakebarcakeshow.com. Don't miss out. July 7th and 8th. Classes are 6th and 7th and 8th. And Nikki is one of our instructors. She did some awesome cookies that are watercolor using poppy paint, and they are 80s themed. So, cheers, Nikki.
Hi guys. So I'm Nikki. I'm owner, creator, weirdo from Black Magic Cakery, and I'm really excited about the Cake Bar Cake Show. I'll be having a class on Friday for the like Joyce said, the cookies. I'll be showing you all my recipes, my royal icing and my cookie dough recipe that is probably like the easiest and simplest way. And I show you the techniques. It's all hands-on. I bring everything. You just come, show up. I even give you guys a pen and paper to take extra notes. But yeah, like I'm going to be using poppy paints, and today I'm going to be using poppy paints as well. So,
and I overheard your class is almost sold out.
Yes.
So there's just a few seats left. So if you guys want to sign up, go straight over to the webpage and enroll. She's teaching these, which is these cookies right here. It's the Trolls theme. It is an 80s theme. Sorry. No, this one. It's an 80s theme cake show. So everything that they're teaching or displaying is geared towards the 80s. Laura and I will be there. We might have some displays going on, and it is going to be geared 80s. I think Joyce is going to doll up and look like Jane Fonda, maybe?
yes.
I just guessed, but okay, that works. And that's the show. It's local. It's the first local show that we have here, aside from LA Cookie Con, but that is like a cake show. Okay? So, bye, Joyce. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Aside from the show in July, we will be at the Women's Expo May 19th and 20th. So if you're in the LA area, just head on over there. Again, this is not only cake related, it's for everything, your socks, your toes, your nails, your hair, your eyes, your lashes, everything. We might come out looking different. If they can fix this, I'm okay. And then our May calendar is out. Next week's demo, I'm going to be demoing Tres Leches cakes. And then the following week, I will be doing crepes with my chef friend, Lorena. Okay. So super excited. And then the last week of May, we'll be doing cakes in a jar. Okay. June calendar, it is insane. I am just about done with my demos in June. First week, it looks like I'm going to have the owner and creator of Poppy Paint.
Yay.
So maybe you can come and
Yeah, I probably can.
come with her.
Yeah.
It's going to be on a Thursday that week. It won't be on a Wednesday. It will be on a Thursday. The following week, Celine will be here from San Dimas Cake Bar. I'm sorry, San Dimas Cakes. I will not be here that week because I will be getting a tan in Puerto Peñasco, just saying. And then the week after that, we have Raul from the whipped cream. So he's going to do a whipped cream demo. And then the last week, I will be doing a demo with Laura. Laura and I are going to do something. We'll probably do the cupcakes that week. Okay? So I'm going to step aside and let Nikki take over. Here are some flyers for the Cake Bar Show. If you guys want to leave, just take it with you because here's the webpage and all the information to get a hold of Joyce. If you have any questions, she's 100% responds to all her messages, okay? Good or bad, she will respond to you. So just go ahead and text her. through Facebook or email, what have you, her and Cass. Okay, so now Nikki from Black Magic Cakery, a local baker, sugar artist, does not only do cookies, does treats, cakes, and all kinds of stuff. Go for it.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Hi, guys. Hi. All right. So, as part of like what we were saying, like I'm gonna be doing, I really love cookies. Like it was a really big battle though when I decided to do cookies. Like I thought like, oh, I could do that. I see everybody doing it. It's, you know, and when I started, it was just no. It was no. There was just a big no. I was so frustrated. I was so like, why is everybody else able to get it and I'm just not able to like pick it up? It was just, and the big one that everybody always has trouble with is consistency, royal icing consistency. So usually like if it's too thick, you're not gonna be able, you're gonna hurt your hand. If it's too thin, it's just gonna go right over the cookie. And so I'm gonna go over that for you. Like this is what I teach in my class as well. The benefit of coming to my class is that I show you everything. I show you from start to finish. I show you how to bake the cookies. I give you my whole complete recipe. I show you my royal icing, how I make my royal icing. And a lot of people are like, well, it's just powdered sugar and water. Well, I use the meringue from here. I like this meringue a lot. I started off, everybody starts off with Wilton. Wilton is, you know, like the big G, you know, like the starter for everybody. But I found this one and found it here. And I really like this one. It dries it perfectly. It, as you can see, like I'll grab my cookies. So it gives it a nice, I mean, it still has a shine. It doesn't like completely like make it like matte. It's really nice. I really like it a lot.
Also, this one lends, it dries out shiny?
Yeah.
Also
like
cool.
Slightly. Yeah. This is the meringue powder. So raw icing is essentially powdered sugar, warm water, whatever extract you have. I prefer vanilla extract. And meringue powder, or some people start with egg whites. So
and here at Baker's Bodega Express, it is 8 ounces for $9.99. Okay, and it'll last a while. This lasts
me like a pretty good amount. I mean, I do roughly around like 10 dozen cookies a week. So yeah, that lasts me like a pretty good. I mean, if you're not doing as many, like then it should last like a really long time. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna give you guys an insight of how I do my my consistency. Just a really quick. So,
does everybody do cookies here? You do cookies? Do you?
Not very good, but
Like me trying to do cookies. I do cookies. I did the cocoa ones, not just like Lara did them.
All right.
That's one thing I rather learn how to do is cookies. Cakes.
Yeah, I go back and forth. Like
I love cookies and pie.
I love pie. I just love pie. I go back and forth. Like sometimes I tell myself like maybe I should rebrand myself and just do cookies because I love, or macarons, like cookies and macarons only. But at the same time, like I really enjoy doing cakes, like I do, and so I kind of like think to myself like I'm gonna lose that joy that I get, you know. So so I just keep on doing it. But we'll see. We'll see what I do next year. I'm always changing my mind. But so this is $1 at Walmart or Target or wherever they do like the travel supplies, and it's just a little spray bottle. I put you typically want to do at least like room temperature or warmer water, because when you do cold water in raw icing, it tends to give you bubbles. It'll bring up the bubbles a lot, like more. You'll see it. Like, so this is not as warm as I would like, but this is just for the demo's sake. So what I do, and take your time with this. This is like a very big, I mean, obviously you can't do raw icing, you can't do cookies, you know? So take your time. I usually start with like 3 or 4 spritz, depending on how much I have, and just mix it up. And so if it has like these little soft peaks, this is good to make your border around, to keep your wall, your border. Yeah, with my recipe, it doesn't start off as stiff as most. Like mine, I try to make it like soft because it's easier on the hands, easier on the arm. Especially, like I said, I'm doing like 10 dozen a week. I can't be doing that over and over again. So I try to start a little softer. If I need something like for roses or something, I just add a little bit more powdered sugar. And that's another thing, is that raw icing is very forgiving too. So if you go a little bit too much with water, just add some more powdered sugar, bring it back to life, and just kind of, you learn. It's all learning. Like even after my class, my students like come back to me, ask me like if they forgot something or they have a problem with it. Like it's really forgiving, and it's really easy to just kind of go back and jump back into it. So I'm going to show you the consistency that I like, which is right in between flooding consistency, which is really runny, and piping consistency, which is the border. I do, because since I like to do it just because I like I don't like to see a border on my cookies. I just want to like border it up, flood it, done. You know, just put it aside. Borders are good for, I mean, if you have more detail work, you know, but like for the ones that I'm going to show you right now, I don't like any border on it. I just like a nice, clean, flat canvas. So I add more.
Where are you located?
I'm located in Covina, California. So like probably 6 minutes from here. Like, yeah. So I'm always here if you guys don't see me. Typically in Covina, but I'm always like searching for places to go. So I've gone to other people's hosts like at their house, like as long as you guys have like a good space to fit at least like 8 people, you know, like I like a small class than a bigger class. Then I'll go to your house, you know. So but typically in Covina, I have a little like either in my house for one-on-ones, because I do one-on-one classes, or if I have a big class, I go to the local the Girl Scout house. They have a huge room with a kitchen, so that's even a plus because I can bake out of that one too.
And she's also teaching at the Cake Bar show. So that's like, is that the first show that you're going to be at teaching?
Yeah, because I've only demoed at like other
cool.
class, other expos. Yeah.
The cake bar system.
The one in July. It's in Long Beach. You'll be on vacation. I know you're on vacation.
Yeah, it's the one where I'm gone. Oh,
So-
no, I won't. I'm on vacation till 25th.
Oh, you're going to summer class?
Huh?
So the way I check it is I just lift it and just let it kind of dollop, and I give it a little shake. If it doesn't settle right away, I just need a little bit more. So I just do like 2 squirts. And
So Miss Nikki,
yeah,
you love doing cookies.
I love doing cookies.
What are you known for? What makes you pop?
What makes me pop?
Not just poppy paint, but pop.
Well, I think what most people know me for is like Halloween and like spooky
Gothic
stuff.
Gothic chic?
Gothic chic. But I do everything in between. But I like to do a lot of painting. I paint a lot on my cookies, so that's why I like, because I mean I don't have to mix all the colors. But I usually start with a blank white canvas, and then I just add the detail. Work with either poppy paint is one of the ones that I use the most.
I've
And,
seen that done a lot now lately.
mhm.
How long have you been doing this?
Cookies, 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
We do have, what do you call it? When you look at, oh, okay, 2 years, I can do that.
Maybe a little more.
There is hope.
Possibility here.
I feel like, especially if you take one of my classes, and like I taught myself through the amazing world of YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Check out YouTube. There's the one YouTube that I definitely suggest, especially if you want to like practice, if you want to like use their recipe to like practice and like get like a little more like knowledge. A YouTuber that I follow a lot is Haniela.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, who?
Haniela. Haniela.
Okay, so I have a question, and the question was, what royal icing are you using? She made it from the meringue powder that we sell here, the $10.99 for 8 ounces, Wesco. And did you say how you made it? How much meringue versus water?
No, they get that in my class.
Okay, so she makes it from scratch. And for her special recipe, just take her class.
When's your next class?
Right now, I have only set up for the cake bar show in July.
July 6th, Friday.
July 6th, yeah.
Do you know the time?
I believe it's 9:30, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's an early class. This is pretty good. It's set up pretty. So I just drop it and I just give it a little shake. And it like settles pretty fast. So I get a cup for even your whipped cream or your buttercream or any kind of cream that you use, because especially a large cup, like I prefer the Starbucks venti cup because it'll hold a lot. But it's just another hand for you. I don't know how I used to do it when I was working in a bakery, because I wasn't like, hey, I need a cup. No, like, I don't know how I did that. I was young.
You worked in a bakery? What bakery did you work in?
Yeah, I went to culinary school at the Art Institute in Orange County.
Oh.
And then there was like a little panaderia down the street that I did my externship. It was really small, like mom and pop. Yeah, that was like 10 years ago, I think.
So you have a pastry chef title.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Are you done with this?
Yeah.
I'm a bit anyway.
All right. So, in the bag. Oh, another tip I could tell you guys, sometimes with royal icing, like you do it, you follow the rules, you follow the what is it? The recipe, thank you. You follow the recipe and it's still not setting, and it's been like a day and it still hasn't hardened enough or anything like that. Get white vinegar and wipe all your utensils and your bowls down, because any kind of oil on those will mix into your raw icing and it just won't set. So definitely white vinegar. And it doesn't do nothing to the taste. It doesn't like ruin it. It like evaporates, it goes away, you don't even know. My husband hates it. He's like, this
I don't like the smell, but it works.
But I love the smell.
You've learned to love it.
I do. And the bags I use are tipless bags. But if this is just to like practice, like I don't want you guys to go home and like just buy all kinds of like things that you essentially really don't need to start to practice. I started with just Ziploc bags. Walmart, they sell them for like $200 or something. I mean 200 bags in a pack for like $3. Sorry. And they also sell the smaller pastry bags right here too. And how much are they from here?
They were on sale last week, or
yeah, the 12-inch are really good.
And it's a pack of 100. I use these at home. Right there.
Got it?
Got it.
All right. So, and I just got this little swivel thing. Don't need it, but I wanted it.
Oh, I have that one too. Cake Safe.
Yeah. No, this one's from Alcy Sweets.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's like a little turntable.
Yeah. It's like a small little cake
The
turntable.
Cookie Countess has one also.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she has like the round,
The circle one.
circle
Yeah,
one,
I have
right?
that
Yeah.
one too. We have a lot of stuff, unnecessary items.
I
I
do.
have one too, but mine is from Amazon. It was like $6.
Yeah, they're really cheap.
It was real cheap.
Trying to wave back to everybody watching on live. Trying to be nice here. So you're doing that outline?
Yeah, the outline first. And what I did is you touch your cookie and then you just let it, you guide it, but you let it drop. If you try, a lot of students when I see, like they try to like write with it and like it won't, your border won't be strong enough. The icing will just go right over. So you want to just, I'm just gonna keep on doing that. So again, you just wanna touch the cookie and then just guide it to where you want it to go. And then right after you got the border, since this is a consistency that I use for both, right back to back, you just go, and I like to go around first, and I do little circles to try to eliminate any kind of air bubbles that I missed or just didn't go away.
What flavor cookie is that right now?
This is chocolate chip. And in my class, I give you 6 different recipes using my same base, but I tweak them to do chocolate chip. What else did I do? Strawberries and cream. I do a ton of churro flavor. So yeah, like.
And how many days is your class?
My class is 1 day for 4 hours.
Are your cookies more sugar cookies or are they shortbread cookies?
They're sugar cookies. But they are really they are still soft and like there's there's no crunch to them. Like it's just a soft, I really like them. Other people like them. And then once I do the border around, I just kind of.
And for all the cookies you make, which one would you say is one of your big sellers?
The churro flavor.
So, I'm sorry, I'm going to repeat that question. Out of, what was it? Who said it?
Her favorite one.
Her bestseller what?
Cookie.
Oh, her bestseller cookie. You make a churro?
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked her about how long are your classes? Like, is it on one day?
Oh.
Is it various days? And she said it's 1 day and 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So once you get
All right. And then I just kind of give it a shake.
You know, I'm going to talk with Miss Nikki after the thing, and I'm going to see if she wants to come and teach here one day.
And it just settles.
I'm just saying.
Where is it? I keep on. This is intense.
I know. Just focus more on that one. And then
This is really crazy. This is cool. That's crazy. And then I just set them aside. I do use a dehydrator to set my cookies a lot faster. But if you don't go out and buy a dehydrator. I was doing cookies for like a year and a half before I would like talk myself into it. With every big purchase, I have to like talk myself into like, you need it. No, you don't. You're fine. Like, yeah. So
I don't listen to that part of you.
I do. I like talk myself into it. Okay, and then we just put them aside. Put them on a tray. Let them set for at least, I would say, like with no dehydrator, at least like 6 hours. If you need like to do another, what? Oh. What's it called though? Also, this is the cutter that I use for this. I use it a lot. These are what I'm going to be showing you in a bit is how to paint my Nightmare Before Christmas cookies. And I just use the heart-shaped cutter. I use it a lot. I even use it for like, I have a Marvel the Marvel Avengers, I do like all the characters with a heart-shaped cookie. I try to use the cookie cutter as much as possible. It's not just for Valentine's. I use it all the time. So, and I got it from here. So if you guys want to.
The cookie cutter is the Ann Clark brand, and they're hanging on the wall, but I brought in all the hearts in here just in case. There is no more on the wall. I put them all in here. You guys get first dibs. Should I just jump into? Yeah.
Do you guys want to see me flood another cookie, or do you want me to go to the painting?
The painting.
Painting. Okay, cool. All right.
So how long do you let the cookie dry before you get into this part?
Without a dehydrator, I would wait at least 6 hours. Sometimes just because, like, if you're painting, and sometimes it's just depending on the weather too. The weather has a lot to do with it. If it's a very humid day, your cookie is not going to set very fast. If it's a really hot day, it'll take like way less than 6 hours. But I like to be safe because you work so hard on getting the nice, looking setup, like, and then you go in with a paintbrush, and some people have heavier hands than others, and it's just done, and you're just like, oh shit.
Where would be, without the dehydrator, where would be the best place in your kitchen to put it?
So the question is, without the dehydrator, where's the best place to place the cookie to dry?
To dry. I try to keep, like, if you're gonna have it, like, we're gonna be in our kitchen, presumably. I would put it at least like near the oven, because and the refrigerator, because they kind of kick off the heat. So around that area would just, if you're gonna do a couple of cookies, put it on your tray and put it on top of your stove and just let it sit.
And you don't find that it dries out the cookie?
No, I put it in a dehydrator. I use my dehydrator, and I'm doing like 10 dozen cookies at a time. And what I usually do is I have you guys seen the dehydrators, like especially like the black box ones? That's the one I have. So it's a different trays. So I literally, like, I flood a cookie, I put it on the tray, and once that tray's filled up, turn on my dehydrator, put it in, and I do it, and I'm just like a little machine, just flooding, putting in. And so sometimes that cookie will be in there. I've had it for like an hour until I take it out again, and then it's all for the next step. What's it called? Like
an hour in the dehydrator, and then it's done?
And it does nothing, yeah.
An hour?
Really?
You have it, a cookie?
Yeah, because it's at a low temperature.
Oh.
It's at like, I think I set it at like 100.
The
it's
lowest it can be?
Yeah.
And it's ready like this?
Like, yeah,
well, it's ready to paint.
Not to paint. Like, if I'm gonna do if it's gonna be for painting, I'm gonna leave it in there for an hour, let it come out, and they have to sit for a little bit. Because the dehydrator, because it won't be, it'll just be to settle it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it honestly, in my opinion, it hasn't affected like the cookie.
It doesn't dry out.
It hasn't dried out my cookies. I get it to like a very light brown, and so it's super soft, super, and it doesn't dehydrate the cookie. Like before I got the dehydrator, that's why it took me a while because I think the smallest one is like 4 or 5 trays that I have, and that was like $80-$90. And even for me, like, I'm trying to be frugal here. I'm trying to stretch my money as much, because this is my job. I don't have a separate job from this, so I'm just trying to get as much as I can. And so I read all the websites. I looked at all the YouTube on like the different cookie makers out there that have done the experiment, because I was like, does it taste good after? The same thing, I was like, I don't understand like how it makes beef jerky. How is it not like messing with the integrity of the cookie? Yeah.
Well, the reason why I asked, because when you watch the cooking shows like the Bake Off or the
I saw that. That's bull.
Yeah, the judges always say, well, the cookie tastes kind of dry. Did you put it too long in the dehydrator? Or maybe they put their temperature too high.
Maybe, yeah. It could be that. I don't know. I don't really know how they're doing it, because.
So this is a chocolate chip cookie?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not the regular just sugar cookie.
No, like I was.
Smells so good.
But she says it is a sugar cookie.
Well, but you know how usually you only get sugar cookies?
Oh, right.
This has chocolate chip in it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Chocolate chip cookies
Thank
I've ever
you.
seen.
And they haven't, they didn't flare
They
out.
don't, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
My recipe
Because it's your
doesn't
recipe.
expand. You can get a square cookie cutter, and that square is gonna be sharp with my recipe. I mean,
They're nice.
I like to experiment, like on my when I say like, oh, I'm going on a vacation. It's not really a vacation. It's more like me just messing around with like different recipes.
Oh, no,
like,
girl. I go on
I
vacation. I
do.
go on vacation.
what's it called? You're,
Peace out.
yeah.
Cookies, and it's just like, how do you stop it when you like put in a shape? It's like, oh, it looks like a heart now, but it's
Let me
just
tell
not
you,
looking like a
when I
blob.
first decided to do sugar cookies, I got the Pillsbury, like the
Oh, the
Roll.
roll, ready roll.
yeah, that is like so false advertisement because like I put
Go on.
no the market.
Good practice.
It's for good
Those are good
practice.
for kids though to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a good practice.
But
It's
yeah,
fun.
it does not. It doesn't hold its shape at all. So I mean, like you have to really like you have to practice. You have to learn what's right for you.
It's a
You
science.
have yeah, it really is. When I went to culinary school, the biggest thing that we learn is that pastry, like baking and pastry, is a science.
Yes.
It's not like
it needs
cooking.
to be
Like,
accurate.
yeah, like my husband, he's a chef, and like he can throw in things, take out things from recipe. He can turn anything, and it'll just be like it'll be amazing, you know. Like or you put so much salt or whatever, you know. But you can tweak a recipe like for food, but as far as like baking and pastry, it is like I mean. You have to find what works for you. You have to find what works for your oven. If your oven's off, if the weather's hot, if the weather's cold. It's a whole thing. It's a whole spiel of things. But I think that's why I like it because it has, even though like I feel like me myself, I'm very like going in a million directions at once with baking. I think it like calms me down, especially because I have anxiety. So it kind of makes me focus and it makes me like I'm just in my space, you know? So that's why I really, really like baking. So that's why I have all these, I think I have like 7 different recipes for like sugar cookies. So, and you will get that in my
Class.
class.
All 7?
Yeah. Yeah.
How much is your class at the cake bar?
The cake bar is $75.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was answering your questions.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna,
It's
I
okay.
need my
And you're
photo.
only teaching on Friday?
Yeah, just on Friday.
Is it normally 75 or is that
No.
just the price for the cake
It's
bar?
the price for the cake.
Outside of cake bar or
$150.
150?
Mhm.
So it's cheaper at the cake.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She had asked me like what I wanted to do, and I told her like cookies, and I told her, you know what, like since it's for the show and everything, and I want like like, I mean it's, yeah, so I was like, let's do this. Let me get the picture so I don't mess these up.
Alan has
Oh wait, you guys do, huh?
You have the cookie, the picture on of the cookie. It's on the flyer.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, the cookies are right there. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones. So I'm gonna do 4 out of those designs. So the first one that I really enjoy doing is where's my palette at?
Your what?
My paint palette.
Right there.
Oh my god, I'm like losing my mind right now.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought maybe she meant on something
that's
different.
Right?
What do you need?
No,
10 minutes. Start.
black.
Poppy paint is really good for the painting on the cookie.
Yeah, I really like it, especially because it dries super fast. Package them, done. So
Poppy paint, you can paint on anything.
even on
On chocolate.
yeah, I
It-
really love using them for like my macarons or like the cake pops, because before that I didn't. I mean, I don't consider myself a cake pop maker, but whenever I have to do it, like I get an order for it. I mean, like it's just like such a time saver. Even like for like I get my chocolate from here, and I even get my the crystals.
Oh, Paramount Crystals.
Yeah, I get them from here, and
Well, Nikki pretty much gets
I
almost
get everything from
here.
here. I'm always here.
The only thing she
Wednesdays.
didn't get here was a dehydrator.
Yeah, that's Amazon.
Because if you really think about it, like You come here, you purchase everything, you get it now, and you don't have to wait, and you don't pay for shipping and handling.
Yeah.
We already took that price for you.
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
I think that's something I'll take
I didn't get paid for
into
that, but
consideration when they come here and
Yeah.
they try to look at prices.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're looking at that, but that's
But you have to add
all
in the
the
shipping.
prices
yeah.
here are very
Yeah.
reasonable,
Like-
and
Like the cake, I mean the cookie trays that I have, the half sheets. Before I saw the price here, I figured out that I was spending on Amazon like $8 a cookie sheet, and here I think I buy them for $5 something.
I'll go
The
full
half
sheet.
The half sheet.
Half sheet. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll go get one like these, right?
Yeah, like that's like amazing, you know, like that's, and I have Amazon Prime, so I'm not
This
paying
one?
for shipping. Yes.
And these are really good quality.
Yeah, they're really good.
that's assuming that everyone has Amazon Prime. But those
Yeah,
who have it,
but you know what I mean. You have to pay the shipping. Yeah, and even with the
I'm
Amazon,
shaking this.
No,
yeah, it's really.
What a ding dong! I start shaking the
have you thought about doing a class at a local library?
I have not.
I'll do that later.
Okay, so let's see this one.
Can't see that.
Let's see.
You know,
Can you see if
I need
everything's
glasses.
good?
did you get your pink
My
brushes
glasses
here
got
too?
stolen, so
Yes.
I've been cheap and haven't rebought them.
Okay, so I'm gonna be doing the Jack Skellington one. That one is like probably my favorite one, and it's probably because it's the easiest one. It's just a bunch of stripes, and it doesn't have to be uniform. It's just thick and thin, like as many as you want. And then
Oh, hell no.
his little bow tie is really super easy to do right. And that's a good thing about poppy paints is I don't have to wait. It dries instantly, and then I can go and do his bow tie real fast.
What cookie are you doing? I'm sorry.
The Jack Skellington.
Okay. So let's try to get this.
Okay. So, and again, you don't have to.
And don't forget that this tutorial will be on YouTube and also on Baker's Bodega Facebook, so you can always go back and look at it. And if you share it, you'll have it on your feed forever.
So I start with the thicker lines.
What number brush is that?
This is 2.
Okay. We have brushes, the PME brushes here. I'm not kidding.
That's what she was saying.
The PMEs are really, really good.
Okay, so I just did that, and if you can see, it's already dried. Okay, so there's no wait time. With watercolor effect, see how she's like shaking it? With watercolor effect, you don't need to shake them as vigorously. You just kind of shake them a little bit just to get it mixed up a little bit, because you want it to be more translucent than, how do I say it, like, than bold, you know what I mean? Like, so the colors will mix and it won't dry as fast.
Do you feel like you might have to work a little bit quicker with poppy paint?
A little bit, yeah. I try, just because, yeah, like they do dry really fast, but I mean, like, once you get the hang of them, you know, and you see like how they're working for you, it's like, it's just kind of like you get it, you pick it up. It's just it's a really easy medium to work with. And like I said, like I love these for cake pops. Like the black, I dip the white Merkins, the one in the the one in the bags right there. Yeah. See, I don't even look at the name. The Merkins, I just dip my cake pop in the white Merkins, or even like dip it in like the black one. And sometimes it's not as bright as you want it. Get the poppy paint black, and you can just paint another layer over it, even over the white one, and it'll cover, and you don't get no stains on your teeth or anything like that. And then, I mean, I guess you like that thing. One time at the bakery, I
Did you look like you ate a Smurf?
This 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 client wanted black frosting for, I think it was a graduation, and I told her, I was like, it's black frosting. Are you okay? And she's like, oh yeah, it's for kids. And I'm like, but it's black frosting, like it's gonna go everywhere. Oh no, don't worry, it's for kids. They're gonna get dirty anyways. And I'm like, oh okay, like by all means, like go for it.
And then they all posed.
I know.
I feel like black is pretty hard when it comes to frosting. If you don't get it, you have. I feel like you have to put sometimes a lot.
A lot.
You want me to simplify your life?
Yeah.
We now sell it already black. Yeah, and it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. Let me get it, and
Yeah.
I'll let you guys taste it.
And I know we always try to do Batman cakes, and we're like, we warn them like it's gonna look somewhat gray.
I usually airbrush. If I have a cake and I cover it with white fondant, I'll airbrush it black. It's more, it's a lot brighter and it looks a lot nicer too because it has a little bit of a shine. And yeah, I airbrush it. Same thing with
Do you airbrush your cookies?
yeah.
And do you use any stencils or anything?
I have stencils. Sometimes I get well, not that I get lazy, but I like guess I like bring it all out, you know, and like set it all up and get the little magnet thing, and I guess rather just paint myself and just do it, yeah. But I do like stencils. I do. I have a lot of the cookie countess stencils. So like for like graduation one, I do use the graduation one, like the little caps one. I think they have it here too. Stripes. Stripes I always use a stencilist because it's just a pain to it's just a pain to try to do like a whole mess of cookies with like the same cohesive stripe, yeah. But for this one, like the cookie that I'm doing here, you don't need a stencil for it. And then kind of just wiggle your hand because you want little wiggly.
Does the bobby pins come in airbrush colors?
Not right now, but I have been talking to her, and I know she said that she's been wanting to come out with like Alex. She asked about the airbrush colors for poppy paints.
Cool.
Yeah, she and even like pens too. Like she's been
Pens would be really cool.
She will be
yeah.
here the first week of June.
Yeah, and you could like
The owner
she's
of Poppy
awesome.
Paint.
Yeah, Alex is so awesome.
She's gonna
so
come and do a
fun.
demo with me. It's gonna be on a Thursday though.
Oh, obviously. She gonna bring her poppy paint posters to people and sign?
Yeah, yeah. She's going to use them also, right?
What
The
happened?
Mary color
Yeah,
or no?
Are you doing tiny?
actually,
Okay, so this is I'm
go
gonna.
for it.
I just decorated the little bucket of buttercream that we sell now, and it's black. So sorry. Me. There we go.
She's going to the camera.
I know everything's in the camera now. Hold on.
Change brushes or is it the same brush?
No, I guess turn it to its side because it's so it's a blunt straight, and then I just turn it, and it just goes into a skinny. Where's the black? Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to Huh? Do my teeth turn black? Do I look like I ate a Smurf? Okay, so I'm gonna talk to Alex and see if maybe she can bring some other stuff that she sells, because she sells T-shirts too, like these really cool unicorn that's like showing up rainbows.
Oh, it's so cute. I like that one. No, it's so
really cool.
cute.
I like
Yeah.
it. I saw it at Soko and I was like, I'm gonna buy it. And
My daughter would like that.
I was like,
Do you use
Yeah.
I know that's why I'm afraid to get stick the rest of this in my mouth because
You decided yourself. All right.
it's good though.
All right. So I already made black. And for my colors, if I don't always do a white surface. If I'm gonna do especially with like cartoon characters. I dye my icings, and I use that's what I use the Americolors for. I really like Americolors. They're like, I think they're. I mean, I've been using them. I mean, we all started with Wilton, and then we find what works for us, you know. And Americolor just hasn't done me wrong, so.
That's what I use right now for airbrushing.
Yeah, I use Americolor for airbrushing. All right. So it's already dry. I don't have to wait. I don't have to set it aside or anything like that. I could do his bow tie. And so his bow tie is, I feel like it's probably like probably the simplest thing from him. And it's just like little wings sprouting out. And the way I see it is like just think of like 3 squiggly sticks. You know, just do lines for it. And the way I do it is I start from the middle. And if your hand's shaky or anything like that, don't worry. And you just kind of drag it out. 1.
And again, you're not touching the cookie.
No, I'm not. Yeah, until I get to the end when I want to get a point, I kind of pull down and release. Then same on this side.
You're applying a lot of pressure?
Yeah, I'm like right. Yeah, because this one's piping consistency. So. And when I get to the end, you can see that I let go of the pressure. And then you have his little wing. It's a bat, I think. I never know what it is. And then, so for this one, I'm going to put it aside just because I want it to get a little crust over it. And that will happen. It's pretty, it's a little bit warm in here, so it'll be really fast. So I'm going to show you the next cookie. Well, that sets a little bit. The little, yeah, just the little center, the face. All right. Which one do I? Oh, yeah.
Is that a popular seller for yours as well?
This one, yeah, it's people went kind of nuts when I posted them. Yeah, and these are actually based on the artwork of one of my really good friends. That's what I like to do a lot, and I guess that's something that probably got me known, is that I follow a lot of artists, not just cake artists, but like watercolor artists, sculptors, and stuff like that, and graphic designers. And like I first ask, like I say, hey, I want to turn your art piece into a cookie. Can you let me, you know, like I won't sell it, or are you okay with me like selling it or whatever, you know? And yeah, and it's
The registered trademark.
yeah, and plus I don't want to step on anybody's toes, or, you know, I'm all about no drama. I'm just in my house doing my thing. So yeah, so I approached her. I mean, she's one of my really good friends, so I didn't think she was gonna tell me no, but that'd be pretty funny. So she yeah, she was totally for it, and this is probably like the 3rd design that I've done from her. She's an amazing artist. She goes by Spooksy Boo, and yeah, she's such a sweet person. And yeah, she's just one of the nicest people. All right, so this is the rehydrator, and I use it to clean my brush.
You can also use this. Have you used this?
Not yet. And I just it's just to clean it, especially since I used the black. Do you have a napkin? Do you have a non-coughing napkin? Yeah. All right, and then.
Just probably be stained clothes.
You know, I have not done that experiment. Throw it on. I don't know.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
say, like you accidentally lean over the cookie.
No, I don't.
You know what? It'll dry so fast that
It'll probably just chip off. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So this one.
You don't wear an apron?
No, I'm just saying, like, what if you're like just
Something always happens.
They always happen. Apron can be first. Oh,
All right.
and I never used to wear aprons.
How'd you start doing cookies? What made you start?
YouTube.
Okay.
I just really just started watching videos, and it was just so satisfying to watch them do it. And it was just another medium that I wanted to accomplish. Like, I like to try things to see, and honestly, like, I tried it and I gave up really quick because I was like, this is ugly, I don't understand it. And but then I'm very stubborn at the same time, and I went back to it and just kept on practicing and reading everybody's websites. And yeah, same thing with macarons. Like, I teach macarons too, and that was a pain, and it's a very expensive thing to try to learn. So yeah, because it doesn't come out right. You're just like, oh.
The rule of macarons is you're supposed to attempt it 8 times before you master it. 8 times.
This one is going to be the hilltop.
Oh, with the moon?
Yeah.
But how long have you been baking? Did she?
I went to culinary school in 2008, so 10 years. I worked at a couple of bakeries. I worked at the Disneyland bakery for a couple of years, and I worked at my last bakery job was at Walmart, the Walmart bakery there, and I had my son, and I couldn't. I mean, my husband was working like 3 jobs at a time. So I guess I couldn't, after my son, I built so much anxiety, and I had postpartum, and I just couldn't, leave my son. There was just no, and so my husband was like, okay, it's fine, go back to school. So I went to school for a little bit. I took 1 class, and this is already dried up. Yeah. So I went back to school for a little bit, and I just wasn't happy, and I wasn't sad because I love baking, and I was just so, I didn't want to go back to a bakery because bakery means 60 plus hours a week, and I mean, as a mom, we don't want to do 60. I mean, I totally hand it to all those pastry chefs that are able to juggle it. I'm just not that type of person, and so I guess I am now because that's what I do. Yeah. I probably do more at my house than anything, but at least I'm at home and I see him there.
I think in a week I work about 80 hours a week.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I think I try not to. Oh, this is the
Chef Master.
The Chef Master, and I get it from here. I think I'm gonna buy a couple more.
Yeah, they're really cool.
I really like this one. It's a thin tip and a paint tip, so it's thicker. But I really like this one because it's a thin.
Is that the thick side?
This is the thin side.
The thin side.
Yeah. So what are these?
Various colors.
Yeah, let me get the packet.
Yeah. So this is just for the border. And again, I could do it with the poppy paint, but this one just So I start this, and I just do little line strokes. Yeah, especially when I paint, I usually paint all the all the colors, all the details, and then if it has a black liner, I would definitely recommend something like this if you're a little shakier too.
So this is the oh crap. This is the Chef Master markers. They come in all colors or just black. Do you use
Yeah.
the whole set is $17.99, and then 2 black are $4.99.
And that's not a bad deal. Yeah.
And they last a long time. When we
Yeah.
barely got them, I took a box home. Well, I bought a box, and yeah, they're still good. It's been a while too.
Yeah, I know. I got the Wilton ones, and they're like drying out really quick.
Yeah, this one, the 2-pack of the black lasts a really long time, and the same with my colors. Like, I like to use them when I'm doing like script, like for like teacher appreciation, or like Mother's Day or something like that. And if they just like I have a cookie that is just gonna have the name, I just go. I have decent penmanship, you know, so I just go and just put it in, take my time, and it just boom, done. You know, you don't have to worry about like getting the right consistency, you know, for the writing. And sometimes with writing, like especially if you're doing it in black, that's the only thing. Raw icing black is not forgiving. So you make a mistake, you're gonna look at it and you'll be like, man, you know. Yeah. That one goes in the back of the pile. So after the little lines around, I do go with the black. And I make, first I can start with the basic structure of it. And then I just put enough lines to build it up a little bit, but I still want the yellow to see through. Does anybody have any questions for me? I'll answer.
I think I'm concentrating with you. I know. I'm concentrating with you.
It's like very satisfying, right? That's what I'm saying. YouTube drew me, and I was like just mesmerized by these artists, you know. And I was just like, whoa.
Oh, I know. On Facebook, I can sit there and watch it over and over. And
Yeah.
like, wow.
Yeah. One of my favorite things on the Instagram, like the story, is the reversal, the rewind, when like they're piping, but it's like going back inside of it, and I'm just like, oh, that looks so good. So I have the heel, and I mean I didn't like try to follow a rule. I just kind of went in and just, you know, piped, just giving a little bit of open space in between, and then with the poppy. This is the black, yeah. I'm just gonna do the shadow, the Jack and Sally's shadow.
Why choose a poppy versus a Jack?
I just prefer, yeah. What I mean, whatever you feel comfortable with. I really like the way it just. I just like the way it looks. You know, like it. I like to paint. I don't just paint on cookies. I paint like on canvas too. So I like to just. Yeah. So I got a thin tip brush, and this doesn't have to be exact. The only rule to this one is Jack has to be taller. I always start with the heads, just because it's just a shadow. Add Sally's hair. And then Jack is kind of like a stick figure. Everybody's done a stick figure when they were in kindergarten, unless you're my husband, who does like full-on portraits when he's 5. his mom has gloated to me constantly about this. I'm like, okay, I get it. He's an artist. So yeah, he's just a long, skinny figure. I add his little bow tie.
What do you enjoy most about doing all this?
I was telling them I have really bad anxiety, and it just calms me when
It's
I'm
your
stressed
escape?
out. Yeah, that's why I say when I'm on my vacations, if I'm not doing something or baking something. Usually on my vacation I'll bake stuff that I don't get to normally, or like pies or like puff pastries and stuff like that. I'll do all of that, or conchas all the time. And then she has a little dress.
Oh, it's been an hour, so Instagram only does hour
Oh,
videos.
is it?
I'll do it right now.
Okay. And there.
Voy a meter aquí un
Done.
ratito.
It's just little stick figures. Nothing has to be exact. It's just what.
It's good.
Right here. Is it this way or is it this way?
Did I lose my light?
This way. Okay. All right. He's ready for the center. This one. So it's like a little cat shape, or it looks like more like a triangle than anything, the head. So I start putting the base shape first. Yeah. Like it goes a little flat right here.
Like a shield.
Yeah, like a shield. That's okay. And then for the eyes, so kind of like teardrops, like upside down teardrops. Right now.
So you drew what did you just draw right now?
So it's his the bow tie center. It's like a little cat, like an evil cat head, or bat head. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it is a bat.
It's a bat, right? I mean, I watched this movie over and over again, and I'm just like, what is that? The spider, yeah. So you squeeze, and you could do a dot, and then you can get a needle tool, a scribe tool, or just if you cut them up, you could give it to them to
I'm gonna
try.
make one disappear.
Yeah, I mean, whatever I have extra, just cut them up and you can, and there. It's his little face. Yeah, with these ones, yeah.
So let's go ahead and take a break before you start on the next two.
No problem.
Then we can just organize our lives
Yeah.
for a second. Okay? So we'll be right back. that? And how much did you say your class was?
75.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a Friday. It's the Friday morning, and it's 75, and you'll be learning my recipes, my royal icing recipe. We'll be painting, watercolor effect. It's even gold, like how to get like how to use Poppy Paints gold. And Poppy Paints is one of my sponsors, along with I have a sponsor with Sprinkles. Do you have the? There's a sign.
I don't know what this is saying. Which one?
Is it messing? Oh, it got turned off. That's why. It's fine. All right. Yeah. But yeah, so I'll be here at the Cake Bar Show, and I'll be teaching these cookies:
the trolls.
the Trolls, Cassettes, Gummy Bears, and the Ring Pops.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, so you'll learn how to complete all 4 of these cookies. Plus most of the time I do extra cookies so you guys practice flooding. I mean, that's like crucial to learning cookies is the flooding. All right. So we did the jack, and we did the hilltop. Next, we're gonna do Sally's dress. Right.
Oh, Sally's dress.
Sally's dress.
Sally. Whew, that girl.
So, right. All right. So
80s.
we will get
80s.
80s.
What are your plans for your business?
Right now I'm working from home, and what if like the momentum like keeps on going, like positively, like as like it hopefully should be. I never thought about opening a bakery, but I want to get like a space, like a studio space for myself. But that's like, you know, just to like, cause being in the kitchen and having my family in and out and everything like that, I'm like, don't touch that, remove that, get your stuff out of my space, like, you know. And that's why a lot of people ask me like, why I work at night, and it's because there's nobody there. It's just me, quiet, music, whatever. Yeah. So if I can get like my own like little space, that would be wonderful. All right. So I start with the lightest color, which is yellow, for her dress. And her dress is like patches all put together. So I'll start with.
So when you flooded that cookie, you did like that on purpose?
Yeah, so I did, what I did is I outlined all the patches, and then I just filled in little by little. So I fill it in, I wait until it crusts, and then I do the patch next to it, wait until that crusts, and so on and so forth. Yes,
How long did it take you to do that?
Maybe with including the wait time, like, I mean, I'm only waiting maybe like a couple, like maybe like a minute or so to like crust. Yeah, so it's not like a huge,
Like an hour.
yeah.
12 days.
But again, I'm using the dehydrator too, so I put it in, let it heat, it crusts, and then I do it. And plus, the meringue that I get here, the meringue powder that I get here is really, really good. Like, I really like it, and that's what helps the most too with the crusting, with the drying part. Let me get a better picture. All right.
I could sit here and watch her all day.
No, I'm gonna take this away from her. I hope I'm not blocking somebody else.
said so many secrets.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to ask you. I'm like,
I do that a lot. Like if you guys follow me, I go live at least like once a day, I think, for the most part. Even if I'm doing something like not like cookie related, or I do a lot of like events and conventions. Well, mostly mostly horror, mostly like Halloween.
my neighbors
inspired.
are into horror. For Christmas, we gave them, I see her tattoos. These are her favorite characters, and we gave her a big one. It was so cool. They're cool. But anyways,
Okay.
yeah, we gave them Frankie.
So I messed up a little bit, and there was supposed to be a square here. Okay.
Nightmare Before Christmas is my daughter's favorite.
Yeah.
She even named the cat, the black cat, our black cat. She named him Jack Skellington.
Oh, really?
My favorite Tim Burton movie is Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Love that.
I love Beetlejuice.
Do you have cookie themed Beetlejuice?
Yeah, I do. All right. And now we'll do green, purple, and blue.
How long does it take you to do Sally's dress?
Like the outlining it.
Well, just
Because
from
everything-
start to finish.
Well, because even though like it's just her dress, like it's different colors, and then on the patchwork there's little designs. So I mean, and then I do the stitch work too with the black raw icing. So it's a pretty tedious little cookie. And
so the stitching, you do it with the royal icing instead of the pen?
yeah,
Oh,
because I wanted to
that
look
3D.
that 3D effect. Yeah.
Got it.
All right.
In your sets, how many do you make in a set? Like 6 cookies?
This one,
Or is there
she
like
did. I'm following her design, and she did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did she do 6 of them? Yeah, she did. Yeah, 6. Yeah, I try to if I'm designing somebody's birthday or something like that, I try to do at least 6, like 2 each, per dozen, because I feel like it's a lot. It's appealing. It's nicer to give them a little more.
And do you charge by the dozen or by what design?
By the cookie?
Different design.
I have a base price, and then if they want gold, or if they want, like, if I have to buy a
Special
special like cookie cutter or something like that, it's not just my time, but it's also like, you have to take in consideration like the materials and everything like that, and all of that is. I think when I first started, obviously I wasn't like doing crazy like designs wise, and I think I started with like 20. I'm changing the color, by the way, because
I think that post that you put on Instagram says it all.
She
had a post on her Instagram page about the effects of receiving a cake, what you see and what you actually are getting.
Yeah.
And it said it very well.
Apparently it was from Cake Boss. Cake Boss did the original one.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it on somebody I follow, and I was like, oh, repost.
Yeah.
So, how much would you sell like a set like this one? So,
Hand painted.
Yeah, this one for a dozen I do 50.
That's pretty good.
Alright. Now, if you want it to be like right here, I'm not going to go over it because it's very, like, her dress is really like weathered, and it's very packed. It's literally patchy colors too. So I'm not going to go over it. If you do, like, it's already dry, you go over it. If you want that bold color, you just go right over it, and it just clears that all up.
Right.
Sorry, it won't come off.
It's okay. Thank you. And so I typically don't do this, but I see a lot of people that use poppy paints. They put a plastic wrap over their palette.
They do, that's right.
I guess because like it'll stay unless you like clean it up with the rehydrator, but you don't want to waste your rehydrator either. But what I do is, I mean, this is $1. You know, I'm totally cool with $1, and plus I use the same colors over and over again anyway. So
you just keep it?
yeah.
I was gonna say you have a palette for your
Okay.
different sets of.
Yeah, I have 2 different ones. I buy the palette. I buy 2 separate ones. Right. And this is what I like about poppy paints too, is that, so to get like a really thick color, like a vibrant, bright color, you shake it really well to mix it thoroughly. If you don't shake it, it gives you an automatic watercolor look, you know, so you're doing watercolor without actually trying to do it, you know. If you want it to be brighter, you know, then just shake it a little bit more and it like, bless you.
Oh, thank you.
I like your determination.
So you're on IG, Facebook, YouTube, all under Black Magic Cakery?
Yeah.
And if somebody wants to place an order, how much time in advance do you require?
Right now, I've been booking at least 2 months in advance.
Good Lord.
So besides October, I'm like completely booked already.
Yeah.
But that's what I do.
Probably October and Christmas. Like
Christmas is actually really slow for me.
Really?
Well, the past years. I don't know about now. But yeah. Yeah, but nobody thinks of me as Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
People like to see your
The Halloween.
Yeah, yeah.
and then the New Year's Eve.
You don't even get requests for Nightmare Before Christmas for Christmas?
I do, but like as far as like being like, yeah. Yeah.
Your logo, how long did it take you to figure out what kind of logo you wanted?
That, a while actually. I have one of my cousins. It took me a really long time. Like especially with the name, I Googled every idea that I wanted, and if one person had it, I was like, nope, not doing it. It didn't matter if they were in another country. It didn't matter if they were in another state. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to be me, you know?
Yeah.
And then I played with the idea of, do I want to, if I pick Black Magic Cakery, am I going to just like cookie cutter myself to only Halloween, you know? Like, are people going to come to me for graduations and Valentine's and stuff? Are people going to be afraid of me because of my name? You'd be surprised. They are. What's it called? But it was, you know, but I wanted it to be me. For the most part, I can honestly say about 98% of the stuff that I do is stuff that I enjoy. Like, I just want it to be me, you know? Like, for Valentine's Day, I do love stuff, you know? But I also added horror into my like I had like a Beetlejuice themed cookie that they could have bought for Valentine's Day. I did a Nightmare Before Christmas one, you know, and people really enjoyed it. It wasn't like,
It's different.
it was different, you know. Same thing with Easter. I did a Frankenstein cookie that he was wearing Easter bunny ears. You know, I did. You know, so I try out things. If people like it, it makes me super happy because it's something that I like. You know, if they don't, it's okay. You know, as long as I try to put myself in, you know, into my work and into what I enjoy, because if I'm not enjoying it, then why am I doing it?
Exactly.
You know? So I'm gonna mix colors. Oh no. So I have a little bit of green. I was totally gonna shake this right now. We would find out about the clothing. All right, we'll cover that. All right. Yeah. So I wanted to make like like a teal, like an aqua teal. Yeah. So you just, and that's the cool thing about it too, is you can mix with these. It's not just, you know, one color. Oh. Alright, so that's all painted. I like to clean my brushes before like going on, just because they will get dry and hard and you just want them to be nice and fresh and when you need them again. Alright, so this will dry up right now. It didn't dry. The reason why it didn't dry instantly is because I was just like grabbing the paint and putting it on because I wanted to look worn out. This one. So this is Oogie Boogie. And for him, the background design that she did was kind of like space, magical, like kind of thing. And then he's like a green, neon green color. And then the black on the inside. So we will do let's put it here. All right. So the background's pretty fun and it's pretty, there's no rules to it, just basically just kind of blot the color around, you know. So I get the blue and I just kind of like blot it around. It's okay if it spreads because that's what we want. Okay. And clean it a little bit. Get the purple.
And your class is from 9 a.m. to 1 on the 21st, sure?
Yes. Okay.
Oh, I can see them now.
Yeah, these see like the colors will kind of like mix up a little bit, but this one, when you're doing this effect, you want to do it right away with any colors that you're gonna do with this kind of splotchiness. You know, you want to do it.
Did you do Oogie Boogie freehand or?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Go ahead and make stencil.
All right. So we'll let him dry. Again, because I was using so much paint on it, it needs a little bit of time to dry. Just a little bit. And we'll go back to this one. So this one, We're going to go back with the marker. And she has some swirls right here. And then she has some crisscross. She has some little dots. It has lines. And this is where the other side comes into play. And
Sally's a lot more detailed compared to Jack.
yeah, Jack is so simple, like compared to Sally's dress. Yeah, definitely.
Have you done anything with the 3 trick-or-treaters?
Yeah, I have minis of their mask, so I put those in like little like I do like the 3 of them plus a little pumpkin, and I get put in a little 4-pack, and that's like for Halloween. All right, so all the designs are done.
And for specifically for your cookies, how long would they stay fresh for?
I do. I don't. I've actually experimented with this one, and I've tried them at 2 weeks. They were good. I tried them at 3 weeks. They were good. I even pushed myself to do 4 weeks, but I do not recommend that at all. Like maybe not even like past 3 weeks. You know, I try to do them as fresh as possible. You know, and the reason why I found that out about the 4-week one is because when I do conventions, people will buy them and be like, I don't want to eat them, you know, like I just want to keep them, but they end up eating them, and like later on, like 4 weeks later, they're like, it was delicious, and I'm like, when did you eat my cookie? And they're like, right now, and I'm like, why are you doing that? Don't eat it after that time, but it was still good, so hey, you know, and I heat seal them too. So I get shrink bags, and I heat seal them. So as soon as they're done, heat seal, and boom, you know. So all right.
So that keeps the line.
So if you had a cookie order, when do you start them?
Okay, so if I have a cookie order for Saturday, I start them Wednesday. If they're gonna pick up. If they're going to ship out for a Saturday, I start them on the Friday, ship them out, the Friday, the week before, ship them out Monday. So they'll, typically the longest priority ships is 3 days, but that's usually like in sometimes in Texas, sometimes in New York, are 3 days.
So you ship that far out?
Yeah, I should. I think I've hit everywhere, even Hawaii. I guess don't go international because by the time it goes through customs, I don't think it'll be good anymore. Or customs will be like, what? Yeah.
What is this?
What is this? All right, and for stitching, it's just little lines. So you tap, pull up, tap.
What is this for?
The stitching.
Oh, her stitching. That's right. She's a ragdoll.
And this is Sally's dress. Am I too close? And then we'll get to Oogie Boogie. So Oogie Boogie, I usually use the Poppy Paints yellow, the avocado, and green. So yeah, plus I don't need it to be like yellow's actually pretty good. Like yellow like stays pretty bright. Like this one doesn't really need too much shaking, yeah. So we'll do that one.
There's a lot of paint in there too.
Yeah, like I think I'm pouring way more than I actually need. You don't need that much, yeah. And I overlap my colors all the time. No, for the most part, I don't think anything has ever. Right? Ruined Oogie Boogie. All right. I just want the yellow to be the highlight of his face. And then go over it with the avocado. And then, where did I put? Oh. I think I just added the green to the yellow just to brighten it up. No.
Does Poppy Paint wash off easily from the hand?
Yeah. And and the inside of his mouth is going to be black, so. Okay. What I did at the end is I just put the rehydrator just to kind of like mix the colors all into, just to move them around. And I'm gonna put a little bit. No, I think I'm good actually. And then once I do the eyes, he'll pop.
Have you done Harry Potter cookies?
Mhm. I've done Harry Potter, like a birthday. I've done Harry Potter baby shower. I love turning things like that into like onesies, like that. I love baby showers.
I know. I just going through your Instagram right now, and I saw the other cookies that you have, and it worked.
Yeah.
You've done the mayors or
Mhm. All right. And we gotta let him dry for a little bit. So let's see. So I've been here for like almost 2 hours. So, and it's pretty it's like, it's pretty good.
Almost good to go.
Yeah.
your coral lines look really nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I could like, if you barely touch it, you can feel like it like a little like sinks, but yeah. But this has been pretty good. Did she cut them up for you and give you guys to try them?
No. She says she's keeping them for herself.
No, she didn't.
The cookies.
Oh no.
She's giving us a taster.
I haven't. No, I have not.
Uh-huh.
She's
Yeah.
gonna make them disappear.
I did.
All right. Any questions at all? Anything? Anything? Huh? Yeah, this is the fork.
That's crazy, huh? So who's gonna do this at home?
I ain't gonna do all that. I'll practice on making the cookie
If I
itself.
do anything, it's gonna be Jack.
Oh, right.
And the dress is not that hard. The way that you close it down and make it.
Yeah, it's like you just like, yeah, you
The
just
other two are a little bit more harder because you actually have to drop. You have to actually
You have to think about it.
like really, you know, have a more creativity of drawing.
So who wants to taste her cookies? Okay, so let's do that.
Okay.
Let's end the live. Thank you so much for coming and
Thank
taking time out of your
you.
day to be here.
Thank you.
It was really cool.
Thank you.